Testing proves whether a control worked at a point in time. Monitoring tells you whether that control is still working now. If AI agents can touch tools, data, tickets, messages, or production workflows, controls need ongoing visibility, not just annual review. Here is the failure mode. A team tests approval gates in March, everything passes. Then someone changes the agent prompt, expands a credential, adds a new tool, or disables a logging field. The control still exists on paper, but the evidence gets weaker every week. Monitoring catches that drift. AI agent control monitoring is the process of watching the signals that show whether safeguards are operating. You are not monitoring the agent only for uptime. You are monitoring whether the control environment around the agent is still healthy. Every control should have a small set of health signals. Approval controls need approval timing. Access controls need permission scope. Logging controls need trace completeness. Evidence controls need freshness. Change controls need version history. If you cannot name the signal, you cannot monitor the control. For approval gates, track whether approval happened before the action. Track who approved it. Track whether the approval was linked to the correct run. Track whether emergency bypasses were used. A control that approves after the fact is not an approval gate. It is a note. For credentials and permissions, monitor scope changes. Did the agent gain new write access? Did a token get reused across workflows? Did permissions expand without a matching change ticket? Did an owner approve the change? Permission drift is one of the fastest ways an AI agent becomes higher risk. For logging controls, monitor trace completeness. A healthy trace should show the prompt or trigger, the decision, the tool call, the actor or agent identity, the output, the destination, and the result. If any part disappears, the control evidence is degrading. For tool usage, separate read actions from write actions. Write actions deserve stronger monitoring. Ticket creation, message sending, record updates, file changes, workflow triggers, and account changes should create clear events. If the agent can change something, that action should be visible. Evidence can go stale. Screenshots, configuration exports, access reviews, approval samples, test outputs, and exception records should have timestamps. Monitor whether evidence is current enough for the risk level. A high-risk agent should not rely on 6-month-old proof. Failures matter too. Track failed jobs, repeated retries, blocked tool calls, missing approvals, duplicate actions, timeout errors, and rollback events. Retries are especially important. A retry can turn one bad decision into multiple bad actions. Controls should be rechecked after important changes. Prompt changes, model changes, tool changes, credential changes, workflow changes, policy changes. If a change can alter behavior, it can alter control effectiveness. Monitoring should flag those moments. When monitoring finds a problem, do not let it disappear into a dashboard. Create an exception, assign an owner, record impact, set a due date. Link evidence, define remediation, require retesting. A control alert without ownership becomes noise. A useful dashboard should answer simple questions. Which agents are healthy? Which controls are failing? Which evidence is stale? Which approvals are missing? Which permissions changed? Which exceptions are overdue? The dashboard does not need to be fancy. It needs to make risk visible. Not every signal needs a pager. Use thresholds. A missing log on a low risk read only agent may create a backlog item. A missing approval on a write capable production agent may need immediate review. Tie alert severity to agent risk and control criticality. Imagine a vulnerability management agent that creates remediation tickets. You could monitor scanner access, ticket creation volume, duplicate ticket rate, missing evidence links, approval bypasses, failed API calls, and stale owner assignments. That gives you a practical control health view without manually reviewing every run. Here's the checklist. Define health signals, monitor approvals, monitor permissions, monitor trace completeness, monitor write actions, monitor evidence freshness, monitor failures and retrace, flag drift after changes, create exceptions with owners, retest after remediation. If you are finding this content useful, please subscribe, like, and comment. If you want more practical AI agents for cybersecurity and automation, subscribe.